stadium called Death Valley since the late 50s. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. So the Tulsa Golden Hurricane offense takes the field, and they'll go on the attack first. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him, and I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. This is a big...
Oh, he's got some space. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Right back to the well. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Grab near the marker. It's Allen. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. On the run, it's Allen. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to throw, it's Alford. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back.
Man, you are rolling the dice every time you throw this guy's way. He is one of the best corners in the entire country. Everybody has their eye on him every single game. He does a great job breaking on that ball and forcing the incompletion.
They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. New set of downs after the completion. Out of the gun, they give to the back. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's cut.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense...
They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Looking to throw on first down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
Grab behind the line. It's Roberts. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. The Golden Hurricane needing a huge chunk play to convert on 3rd down. Throws to the tight end. And that one's going to be knocked down incomplete, and we have knocked out the first quarter. That's the end of the period, and Tulsa has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. Tulsa will be forced to send out the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Fair catch is collected at the offense sets up shop at the 46 on first down. Quarterback on the keeper. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
And the Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Anderson. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. They'd be looking at a 53-yard field goal from here. Instead, they'll try to pick it up on 4th down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They'll run for it. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down.
Nice job by the defense on 4th down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that 4th down play. Really good job by this defense.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You know, when you're running counter, those offensive linemen crashing down, they've got to be able to pin those interior D linemen. They couldn't get it done there. They gave up too much penetration, and that led to the tackle for loss.
Grabs behind the line, it's Smith. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Well, if you're going to get first downs against this defense, you're going to have to earn it. You're going to have to make people miss. This is an excellent tackling unit. You saw it on that last play.
Quickly out to the tight end. Tackle is made at the 38. Let's see just how daring they'll be on 4th down. Tulsa will be forced to send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right front.
Complete to the left. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Offense at an empty set. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Dura. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. LSU quick to the line. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Wants to go up top on first down. Here comes the heat. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. The quarterback's a little more on target there. Maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think.
A shot toward the end zone. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. It's good. Easy call for the refs. There is a flag on the play. Now, if this is on the defense, it might not change that much. Offense has already made the long field goal. This could turn out to be a huge penalty. Thought they were going to have to settle for 3, and now the offense back on the field with a chance for more. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty.
42, Spider.
Looking downfield on first down. He caught it, and he will score! Touchdown LSU! A score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. RPO complete to open the drive. And he slips the first defender and picks up a handful of yards. Clock's running and they'll try to get to the line. Warp speed for second down. There he goes! Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. That's reeled in. It's Tees. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot. Easy for his quarterback.
There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. Got it in the middle. It's Roberts. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. Tulsa wasting no time. Looking downfield. It's Alford. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Snapped it in the shotgun. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9. Tulsa checking to see what's in the playbook for third and forever. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Ready to go here in the second half, and Tulsa will kick it away. Bringing it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Makes the grab. It's Durham. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Caught in the backfield, it's Durham. He'll be brought down at about the 18-yard line, not enough to move the sticks. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. The Golden Hurricane offense comes back onto the field. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41. He'll pull it on the read. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
When you're a defensive guy and you want to fire in, you want to go hit the quarterback, but you know if I fire in, he's just going to give the football up. You got to be patient. You got to understand what your responsibility is. Then you see when he keeps the football, you got to go tag him. The problem is these guys are such good athletes. They're so hard to catch once they do pull the football, but it's kind of like the hidden hat trick. You know, where's the ball? It's underneath this one. No, I picked this one up. No, it's gone. It's underneath this one. Nope, there it is. It's gone.
Off the RPO, complete. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and...
Turning it on! Got some room, headed to the goal line. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead at 10-7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week in the American, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. UAB is getting cooked right now at home, and it's all over but the crime. A lopsided affair with miscues and missed tackles. They're trailing by 21 to Rice. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Shoots his way for more. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's Nicholas. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback, to have everything on your side.
And have everything quiet. It's the loudest place by far that I ever played. I mean, for an entire game, they are on their feet, yelling, screaming. Now, listen, we can't play all the words they're yelling, Reese, but they are an intimidating crowd.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Pulls it in. It's Parker. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Gets away from one. He's got space. He steps out of bounds at the 41-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Rides the back on the option to give. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short gain.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes one deep. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. He'll try to put one down the boulevard from 42 yards out. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And we are dead even after the field goal here in the 3rd.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. We'll get another look at this Tulsa offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. From the shotgun, the inside give. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Man, what a finish we could have. Tie game, 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. Caught behind the line. It's Keys. Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge 3rd down coming. Snagged in the middle. It's Roberts. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wide receiver going in motion. Got it behind the line. It's Smith. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
My old coach said to never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Wants to throw. It's Alford. Finds his tight end. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. Going for it on 4th down late in a tie game. This is a huge play. Tulsa seems to have the whole playbook working. Makes the catch. It's Smith. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rounding to the football?
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. A little release to the back. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
They'll try to bully their way for the first. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. Huge play here late, and this crowd is coming to help the defense. decision will be questioned for a while. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. To the air on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Green. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if you can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now second down. Looking to fire. Going to take a shot at this DB. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Now the play fake. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. And the Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. Defense dropping into soft coverage. Shoots it to the left. He makes the catch. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play.
Got enough space. Touchdown LSU. And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And he's coming out of the end zone. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Golden Hurricane offense comes back onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David. And breaks into the open. Gets him on the ground at the 31, but a nice pickup of 15 yards there.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring...
It's picked off. That's number 10. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his second interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
Looking to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Parker. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. A third down try for the offense. From the gun, wants to pass. can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And it's no good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Back to throw, it's Alford. Quick strike complete. And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock as the offense moves closer, trying to pull it out. Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game.